Thanks everybody. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to come along today and present to you the One Planet, One Chance reusable cup system. We're proud to say it's the UK's first and only carbon neutral reusable cup system. A bit of background about us. Event Cup Solutions was born 2 years ago. We are a sister company of the Event Hire Group, so we have got knowledge, experience and logistical infrastructure within the events sector. When we set up 2 years ago, obviously none of us had an eye on what was going to happen with COVID, but when COVID did come along, it gave us the opportunity really to do a lot of research into designing what is a sustainable, reusable solution. And what we're going to present to you today is the outcome of that, and obviously with what we've achieved over the summer. So just going back a step, historically, why would people use single-use against reusable solutions? Well, quite easily, is single-use was easy and it was cheap, and reusables were difficult and expensive. So what we've tried to do is to design our solution that takes this and flips it on its head. So, but in order to try and understand the size of the issue, what are we looking at here? Well, if we take in the UK single-use cold drinks cups, so let's call that what we're, the target market for beers is worth about 1.2 billion cups per year. On coffee cups and hot cups, it's even bigger. It's 6 billion cups a year. So the size of the problem is huge. And to take the point that I heard earlier, if we think we can recycle our way out of this, forget it. We can't recycle our way out of this. We've got to change the mindset of people. It was also interesting earlier listening to the presentation by Chris and Helen, where they spoke about 80% of consumers having an issue around about sustainability. The latest data we had from CGA going back to 2019 was that 24% of festival goers are unlikely to return to a festival if they felt that the festival was not offering a sustainable platform. That would worry me if I was a festival organiser, because that's 1 in 4 of my customers keeping an eye on what I'm doing. So unfortunately, even though single use was easy and cheap, your customer is now telling you that you've got to change. So what we decided to do, as I say, was to design the solution. So what is the reusable system that we provide? Well, as I say, firstly, it's been designed based on market research that we've done with festival organisers, bar operators and festival goers. We've designed a fully managed system where we remove the headache of reusable systems. So we're taking that difficult side of it away and making it simple for you to use. It kind of disrupts the current model of souvenir and fan cups. We don't believe that the souvenir cup or the fan cup is a sustainable model, because ultimately what you're taking is a single-use cup and it's going away from an event, and then it will either lie in the gutter outside the venue or sit in somebody's cupboard for a very long time, and you've lost complete control. So what we offer is a rental system where our cups are very clearly branded with a strong environmental message, and our message is we want the cups back. These are not souvenir cups, they're not fan cups. We want them back and we want to use them time and time again. We offer a fully managed service as well. Feedback that we were getting from the venues was that one of the issues that they had with reusable systems, they didn't know what the loss charge was going to be. So one of the services that we offer is we can do a fully inclusive price where we put people on site to manage the whole cup progress, and we will then cover the loss charges within that as well. This really involves changing consumer behaviour though. If this is going to be successful, we've got to get the customer on board and make sure that they understand how the system works with pre-event comms, post-event comms, etc. And we support that with digital images and digital support packages. Every customer that signs up with us, we give them a welcome pack, and that then gives them very clear instructions on what to do, how to do it, and then we create support packages like this that we did for Gloucester Rugby this year. So it's clearly telling people what to do, that we want you to buy your drink, enjoy your drink, return your cup, and don't take your cup home. It's that simple. We also do a carbon offsetting initiative. So for every 1,000 cups that we get back to the wash centre, we plant a tree in the UK. Our cups, again, earlier on we spoke about 90% of the emissions being generated at the point of manufacture. Our manufacturer offsets the carbon emissions through tree planting projects. We then further offset through UK tree planting projects. So it is a completely carbon neutral solution. And that then turns it from making single use historically was easy and cheap. We've now taken reusable to be simple, cost neutral and sustainable, and single use is going to become more expensive via taxation. Here are just some images and some of the clients that we've worked with this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
Yes. Right, okay. We have the opportunity for 2 judges' questions. Absolutely. Over to you, Mark.
Hiya.
Hi, Mark.
I can totally see that working for the kind of events and festivals you're talking about there. Is the system available to buy outright for a festival organiser or a group of festival organisers to do themselves?
So our role is to design a solution that will meet your needs, but our primary goal is to make sure that it's sustainable. So, you know, what we will do is that our One Planet, One Chance reusable cup system works this way. That is, you know, going to be 90-95% of our business. But if you wanted us to design a solution that met the needs of a particular customer, then of course we would do it. But again, we would continue with all of the sustainability goals that we've got there, i.e. making sure it's carbon neutral. Hi, Vicky.
Just a practical one, really.
Yep.
What are your cups made from, and do they shatter underfoot or squash?
It was interesting earlier when I listened to the question that was posed to you, Chris, about the material side of things. Our cups are made of polypropylene. Unfortunately, there is no food-grade recycling facility for polypropylene, so it is recyclable, but you can't turn it into another cup. If you want something that is completely shatter-proof, then the material that you would go to would be polycarbonate, but that has other problems in that will not absorb any weight, so it actually becomes a bit quite dangerous. Polypropylene will break. But it won't cause any issues in terms of sharp edges, etc. So back to your point, it is the most appropriate material for venues and events at this stage.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Excellent.